Alright, so let me go ahead and preface this entire video with a question. Have you ever wondered what it would be like to play an amalgamation of the Battle Royale, the MOBA, and the RPG genres? Because that is exactly what Hunter's Arena Legends is. It takes what was popular about the genres and then goes and combines them into a unique, compelling game filled with eliminating both players and NPC enemies in an attempt to secure your place as the #1 badass in the arena. But I'm getting a little ahead of myself here. There was a closed beta held for Hunter's Arena this week, and both MRSSTIX and I were invited as part of a sponsored pre-look so we could get in game and show off what the game has to offer ahead of their next scheduled closed beta. So if this game looks like something that you would be even remotely interested in trying, then go ahead and use the link in the description to sign up for the next beta test period. The beta test will take place from April 22nd through April 26th. Yeah, that is literally next week. So we had the ability to participate in 2 of the various game modes currently available. The 2 game modes in question are the 2v2 tag team and the 60-player free-for-all. Admittedly, the 2v2 was a little more difficult than we'd imagined it being, considering we were thrown right in a battle without much in the way of any kind of knowledge of our character, nor any real experience with the game overall. But you know what? That was fine. I feel like the other players were equally as handicapped as we were.
Okay then.
Free-for-all, the actual Battle Royale game mode, was where the fun happens though. See, it is not a traditional Battle Royale. Instead, you're thrown into a world filled with not only 59 other players all trying to kill one another, but also a world filled with monsters that offer unique rewards for killing. In each match, you're required to level your character up, and this involves hunting enemy monsters down and eliminating them. Monsters vary from traditional trash that you can mash your buttons through to elite boss monsters that are significantly more difficult. Naturally, boss monsters provide substantially better rewards, so locating and eliminating them is a must. Additionally, on the PvE side of things, there are dungeons. We actually managed to make our way into one during one of the matches, and MRSSTIX found herself not only face to face with a boss, but another player trying to obtain the loot for himself. So I bet you guys can only imagine what MRSSTIX did then. Yeah, so she killed him, she killed the boss, she took the boss and all of its loot for her own, and then she proceeded to assert dominance over all of her now fallen enemies. Yeah, and this is why you should never upset your wife. This is why I'm scared of MRSSTIX. Do note though that the loot you get actually provides gear that ultimately helps you in battle against other players and additional boss monsters. And that is where the RPG element comes in, leveling and gearing yourself for content. Honestly though, combat is an integral part of this game. It's really all you do. Knowing this, it is imperative that they make certain the combat is up to standard. And I will admit, the combat is pretty solid for a game in beta testing. Each hero looked and felt very different from one another, with every hero wielding a different weapon and having access to a different selection of skills. Skills themselves were pretty flashy, which in an action game like this is actually both a blessing and a curse. See, on the one hand, a beautiful action game with huge special effects covering your screen is quite the spectacle. However, on the other hand, too many special effects can really detract from being able to see what's actively going on. Nevertheless, I am a fan of the former. I love having special effects just smother my screen everywhere, especially if they're magic. There's nothing quite like casting an explosion, slowly watching the screen turn white, and knowing absolutely nothing survived, yourself included sometimes. Disregarding the special effects though, Hunter's Arena is a beautiful game. The map you get to explore is several different environments, and each area has its own unique selection of monsters to combat. Character models are gorgeous, some of the best I've seen in a multiplayer game. I actually noted this in my first Hunter's Arena video. I am a fan of beautiful characters. I mean, I hate having to make them, so generally I opt out of doing so. But I do love when other people make beautiful characters and the game allows for you to import a template in, and then I can go ahead and use the character that they made. Because then I get to look pretty too. So, yeah. Now, while you're unable to design your hero, you do have access to 12 pretty awesome looking characters, and each of them have their own unique selection of outfits to choose from. This adds a layer of customization and provides goals to work towards. Well, I mean like a type of goal to work towards at least. There are plenty of things that you can work towards that are not related to outfits. Honestly though, the only MOBA that I have ever played was Dota. I never got into Dota 2, I never really got into League of Legends, I've never really enjoyed a Battle Royale, I've never even really played a Battle Royale because I just don't really like having a lack of progression. I am all for playing games that have a form of progression, even if it's vertical progression. This is why I love RPGs, this is why I love MMOs. They offer a sense of progression that is often found missing in other genres. So seeing how Hunter's Arena actually navigates this was really interesting. I had fun the first 2 times I played through the game, and fun was had again this time as well, as I'm sure anyone that participated in the beta will no doubt tell you. They also have plans to continue developing the game and adding in new features, new game modes, and new characters, so there's a lot to look forward to. Honestly, I feel like the game does have a little ways to go, but I'm still excited to see where this ends up. Again, if this looks like a game you would like to even just try out, then I urge you to sign up for the closed beta using my link below. This is my opinion, my impressions of the upcoming game. What do you guys think though? Let me know down in the comments below and let's talk about it. Anyway guys, that is it for me. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to subscribe for more content like this, and I'll see you all next time.
Someday soon, I'm gonna make it.